Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly an honor to address our distinguished members of Congress. My name is Robert Ellis, and I'm a real estate agent and public utility contractor. I'm the lead for Oklahoma. My daughter was molested at the age of 3 by her stepfather and mother, and I filed for custody in Texas with 2 women judges and no DHS involvement in one in early September 2001. My daughter reported the abuse on 9/11, and an Oklahoma supervisor called threatened to charge me with neglect if I sent my children back and instructed me not to sign the custody orders the next week to accomplish this, and she disappeared from their life. Later, my children were targeted by DHS for unlawful removal without due process. I lost my contract, job, home, and had to relocate after they attacked my boss's family. Then DHS attempted to give custody to their mom in Texas until the guardian ad litem stepped in, stating she was the worst mom that she'd ever seen, and ordered a forensics interview. My daughter's forensics interview was devastating. I'd like you to get it and watch it, if DHS will let you. The guardian ad litem stopped their visits at DHS, but DHS snuck the man that took my daughter's virginity at 3 in the back door and conducted more visits, taking all hope of safety away from my children. My daughter was hit in the face by a caseworker and dragged into the visitation room when she told her she wasn't taking her away from her daddy. She has scars on her arm today from it. These abusers told my daughter to report false sexual touching between them in order to go home. They were instantly removed from their family home and placed in abusive homes, causing them to act out sexually or to be falsely accused of it, then locked in multiple institutions. They were drugged to behave and suffered constant abuse and manipulation by professionals in the industry at the request of DHS. DHS then forced me to unlawfully adopt my children, labeling my children as not safe to be around each other or other children, and then threatened to put me in jail for 50 years to get me to comply. This was worse than the sexual abuse, and my son was adopted to a single gay man that lived with his mom. This man groomed my son sexually and his adopted brother, whom he did sexually abuse. My son was also drugged and told that he had Tourette syndrome because of the side effects. It gave him tics and panic attacks. In the Sean Hornbeck case, he was kidnapped and held captive by a male perpetrator for 4 years, and his abuser was charged with 80 counts of abuse. How is my son and daughter's unconstitutional adoptions, which is classified as federal child sex trafficking, not being given the same justice? Under 18 U.S.C. 1201, is unlawful kidnapping for the ransom or reward unless it's a child. It's a violation of the 14th Amendment and my right to maintain familial integrity. DHS has control over the whole system with no oversight, and my relationship with my children are strained because of the abuse they suffered, and they can't talk bad about DHS for fear of losing their children due to coerced threat of removal. They are not free to speak the truth, and the system also violates freedom of religion, conforming for perpetrating acts of abuse of America's children through nonprofit and corporate gain. Thank you.